I was afraid to ask as a mother, you know, because it would be very painful to hear. And I felt like I had to ask, though, and I feel like I have to share it with you guys now, and it is disturbing, and I want to warn you. And I have a 6-month-old baby. So I said, what does that mean? I know it's so devastating to hear this, and I'm really sorry to share this, but I'm grateful that you guys are listening, because this is actually happening. And
I think it's important that we acknowledge that this isn't just Hollywood. This is so much more global, and it's not just, oh, guess what, this is what's happening to women suddenly. This has been happening since the beginning of time, but now people are finally talking about it.
Hollywood's biggest scandal of the year is here, and it's messier than anyone could have imagined. What started as a dream project, an A-list adaptation of It Ends With Us, has now spiraled into an ugly courtroom showdown. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are locked in a legal war filled with jaw-dropping accusations, secret betrayals, and career-ending allegations. And guess what? Even Ryan Reynolds has been dragged into the chaos. So, what really happened on set? What dark secrets are hiding behind the Hollywood glamour? Buckle up, because we're about to uncover every explosive twist that the industry elite don't want you to know. When it was first announced that Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel It Ends With Us was being adapted into a major film, fans were ecstatic. Even more exciting was the casting of Blake Lively as Lily Bloom and Justin Baldoni as Ryle Kincaid. On paper, this seemed like the perfect match. Lively, a beloved Hollywood veteran known for her charm and elegance. Baldoni, a rising star-turned-director, passionate about telling emotional, thought-provoking stories. But while fans celebrated, insiders whispered about tensions brewing before filming even began. Initial reports suggested creative clashes over how the film should be adapted. While Lively pushed for a more nuanced portrayal of domestic abuse, Baldoni allegedly had a different vision.
It's believing that people and humanity are inherently good.
I mean, I internalize that as opportunity. Like, we had such a responsibility to this audience to deliver something and to have the opportunity to deliver something for a passionate group of people.
Yes.
As someone who is so deeply passionate myself, I was so excited about that. I would so much rather have that than people who are indifferent.
One that Lively felt minimized the emotional weight of the story. Sources claim that even before cameras rolled, heated arguments took place during script readings. While some chalked it up to creative passion, what followed proved this was much more than that. As soon as filming started, reports of behind-the-scenes drama exploded. Multiple sources claim that Lively and Baldoni clashed over directorial decisions. Despite Baldoni serving as both lead actor and director, insiders say Lively felt her opinions were being dismissed, leading to growing resentment. One particularly controversial moment involved a pivotal confrontation scene where Lively allegedly refused to perform a take in the way Baldoni directed.
And being frank, if it were not for women giving me direct feedback in my own personal life and being a man who was willing to at least listen to them, there's no chance that I would be having this conversation. So the message, to answer your question, the message is very simple. As men, we need to all of the parts of us that make us human. That's it.
It is.
It's very simple.
This led to a heated argument that shut down production for hours. Crew members described the atmosphere on set as tense, with some stating that Lively even threatened to walk away from the film. There were rumors that she reached out to her husband, Ryan Reynolds, for legal advice regarding her contract obligations. Though the production ultimately moved forward, the damage was done, trust was broken, and their working relationship was strained beyond repair. After filming wrapped, it became clear that something was very wrong. While most films rely on their leads to promote the movie together, fans quickly noticed that Lively and Baldoni never appeared in interviews together. In fact, Lively seemed to be doing the bare minimum, only making brief, contractually obligated appearances.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me, is that she's a walking, talking contradiction, yet it's perfectly harmonious for her.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, I got snot coming out of my nose.
The most telling sign, Lively and Baldoni were no longer following each other on social media. Then came the whispers of tension behind closed doors. Unconfirmed reports suggested that Lively had voiced concerns about the final cut of the film, feeling that certain scenes had been altered in a way that changed the message of the story. Baldoni, on the other hand, allegedly accused Lively of being unprofessional and difficult to work with. But no one was prepared for what happened next. The bombshell dropped when it was revealed that Lively had filed a lawsuit against Baldoni, alleging inappropriate conduct on set, manipulation, and an orchestrated smear campaign against her. The allegations sent shockwaves through Hollywood. According to legal filings, Lively claimed that Baldoni created a toxic work environment, pressuring her into scenes she was uncomfortable with, and later attempting to discredit her concerns in the media. But Baldoni didn't stay silent. Within weeks, he fired back with a countersuit, accusing Lively of defamation and even implicating Ryan Reynolds in an alleged attempt to blacklist him from future projects. He claimed that Lively and Reynolds had conspired to damage his career, using their influence to paint him as a villain in order to control the film's narrative. The legal battle didn't just shake the film's core team, it sent ripples throughout the industry. Major publications like the New York Times and Variety ran exposés, detailing the growing feud. Celebrities took sides, with some showing support for Lively, while others defended Baldoni. Even Colleen Hoover, the author of It Ends With Us, was forced to release a statement distancing herself from the controversy, though some speculated she was quietly backing Lively. And then came the social media war. Hashtags like #Justice for Blake and #StandWithJustin trended for days, with fans digging up past interviews, speculating on cryptic Instagram posts, and dissecting every detail of the lawsuits. Meanwhile, sources close to the film's producers revealed that the drama had put the planned sequel, It Starts With Us, in serious jeopardy. As the lawsuits rage on, both Lively and Baldoni have gone into PR damage control mode. Lively, usually known for her lighthearted social media presence, has remained silent.
But I was like just tracking him down, and then I finally got to read the script, and the script was a thriller. So that was a little confusing to me because he's like such a funny director.
Yeah.
And so I said, what is this? Because the script is definitely like a twisting, turning, intense thriller. Is it a comedy or a thriller? And he said, yes. So then every day on set, I was like, is today a comedy or is it a thriller?
It's a good mix
and
of
it's
both.
like, it's like really kind of over the top and campy and trashy and fun and like, kind of like my outfit, I guess.
So I really look at I love a challenge though, and I'm just so proud of every bit of it. We went through a whole roller coaster of the human experience, and I'm very proud.
While Baldoni has made carefully crafted public appearances, denying any wrongdoing. Insiders say that major studios are hesitant to attach either of them to future projects until the legal mess is resolved. The big question now is, will this battle ever be settled, or is this just the beginning of a drawn-out Hollywood scandal that could reshape careers? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, this is one of the messiest and most shocking behind-the-scenes fallouts in recent memory. So, what do you think really happened? Is Blake Lively telling the truth about a toxic set? Or is Justin Baldoni being unfairly painted as the villain? And what does this mean for It Ends With Us and the planned sequel? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest scandals.